Hello. Hello. My name is James Gibson, and I would like to talk to you today about one of the most important things in my life, if not the most important thing, something that I couldn't go another day without living in our society, and that's freedom. I couldn't go another day without the freedom to express myself, the freedom to express my opinions on things, the freedom to disagree with our government, the freedom to not be prosecuted because I disagree with our government, the freedom to make any statement that I so choose in our society. That's a freedom I think that we all take for granted. Thomas Jefferson said that we have the right to alter or abolish our government as we see fit. And I agree with that. I agree with that. We have the absolute, not only right, but the duty to abolish or alter any government every 4 years, sometimes on the off-season elections for Congress and Senate and the presidential elections. We have the right to abolish or alter our government as we see fit. And we can do this in a peaceful manner. We don't have to take up arms like they did in Libya, like they did in Egypt, like they tried to do in Iran, but had their legs kicked out from under them by our socialist government here at home. But that's a story for another day. Freedom is what has put America at the top of the food chain in this world. Freedom is the motor of innovation. Freedom is the motor of thought, of achievement, of rugged individualism. You look anywhere in the world, you don't have that. Even in so-called democracies, such as Germany, Switzerland, other places. Those are beautiful countries and beautiful people, and I'm not meaning to disparage them in any way. But they lack the one thing that we as Americans have always had, and that's the First Amendment. We can say, or we can pretty much do anything that isn't a harm to any other person. Now, I know that that's been subverted here through legislation and through litigation over the past 50 years. But basically the First Amendment has always won out here in our country. And that's a very important thing. We have people from foreign countries coming and telling us when they give speeches how very important the First Amendment is to us. How very important the First Amendment is to us. And they implore us to never let that go. Because without that, we're no better than anything else. We're no better than anything else, We're no better than any other society. And I, for one, feel that we are better than other societies because of the freedom that we have grasped, not that we've been given. It's not government's freedom to give or take away, but because of our humanity, we've been given these freedoms. And we were absolutely blessed enough to have founding fathers that saw this and that sought to safeguard our freedom of expression, our freedom of religion, our freedoms to bear arms if we so choose, our freedoms to speak out against any government, any government. I get so mad when I hear people talking of liberals being so bad, and liberalism being such a bad thing. And that just shows that they haven't really studied what true liberalism is. True liberalism is libertarianism. True liberalism is, it's your life. You do what you want to do with it. But in today's lexicon, it's, liberalism stands for fascism, socialism, and this and that. But in reality, the reverse is true. To be a true liberal, you believe that every man, woman, and child should be free to do what they want, when they want. The Democrat Socialist Party in this country, they're not liberals. They're far from it. And for that matter, neither is the Republican Party. They're far from any kind of libertarian values. One side wants a centralized government, the other side wants a theocracy. To me, both are abhorrent. Both are sickening. And they should be to you. They should be to all Americans. Because our founding fathers, in the First Amendment, gave us the right to freedom of speech. And they said that Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, things of that nature. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you and good night.